This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to share with you the incredible 2 of 4 roulette system by William. He says this is the safest and most effective roulette system you will ever use. I cannot wait to see if he's right, and today we're going to test his system up against Romanowski with the progression, and we'll start with that first. Let's see which one of these systems makes the most money in 15 minutes. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get started and place the bets, and we're going to start with $60 on second and third 12 and 20 on 2 of the corners. Let's go ahead and spin. This is a 160 total bet. And here we go. And that's a 35 black, and that's a win. So we're up 20. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. And you can play Romanowski with no progression, and just when you lose, try to get it back by getting a bunch of wins in a row. That's perfectly fine. Today we're going to use a small progression on this one. We're up 40. Let's rebet and spin. And to get all your money back quickly, you'd have to place a massive bet if you lost. We're not going to do that either because you're going to get mostly wins with Romanowski. In fact, we're already up 60. We have a lot of numbers covered. We have 24 right there in the dozens and then 8 more on the 2 corners. That's we just got a loss there on 00. So we are going to double just once on this. So we're going to go to a 320 total bet. We're not going to try to get it all back in one spin. But let's get some wins now. That's a 36 red. Fantastic. We're minus 60. Let's rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 24 black. But a lot of times I'll play Romanowski at the casino and leave without a single loss. Sometimes you can just do 10 in a row and win them all and walk out there with some cash. But today we're going to use this a little bit of a progression here, and that's a nice win there. And we're already back in profit. So let's try to get one more win, and then we'll reset back to base level. Oh my God, it hit a 0. No way. Oh my goodness, that's a 0 and a 00 there in recent history. Let's go to 640 now. And this is a $2,000 bankroll system. You can play for a lot less. Just start with smaller bets, and I'll let you know how to do that. All you're going to have to do, and we're at minus 220 now, making 80 with each spin. All you have to do with that is make sure that the bets that are on the corners are a third of what the bets are on the dozens. So you can place as small a bet as you want. It won't take any time at all to get us back in profit here, but we're just doubling once on losses with this one today. And that's a 32 red. Okay, so we're at minus 60. We'll rebet and spin at the 640 level, and as soon as we can, we're going to get back to where we started. That's a 25 red. Okay, that's an $80 win. We're back up 20. Let's try to get one more win, and then we'll restart. And that's a 13 black. And we got it. So now we're at 100. Let's go back to where we started. So here we go. So we have 60, 60, 20, and 20. That's 120, and then 140, 160. So let's go back to 160. 20 on each of the corners, 60 on each of the dozens, and let's get back to winning. That's a 12 red. And we lost. That didn't take very long to lose. So let's go ahead and double that to 320 and spin. That's a 36 red. We like high numbers with Romanowski. We'll take that, and let's rebet and spin and see if we can get a few wins here. Tried to hit 00 again on us, but that's another win there, and we're up 20. Let's try to get one more win before resetting. And that's a 25 red. We did it. And even though we're not completely in session profit, we're close enough. We go back to 160. And the reason we don't try to push it is because usually with Romanowski, you get a ton of wins in a row. You build it back up really quickly. So if you're anywhere near session profit, you want to restart back to base level. We're up 80, and you're going to see that right here. If we get a win here, we're already going to be back at 100 again. So there's no reason to push it. And that's an 18 red. Okay, that's a win. We're up 100. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. All right, that's a 24. That's a win. We like high numbers with Romanowski, and we're up 120. You see how quickly we got that back? And here we go. That's a 36 red. Keep those high numbers coming. We're up 140. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. And that is another high number. We like that. Okay, another 20. We're up 160. Let's rebet and spin again here. We're 4.5 minutes in with Romanovsky with one double after losses, and that's a 31 black. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. We're up 180. But again, you don't have to play with 2,000. All you have to do is reduce the starting bets and then reduce the bankroll by the same percentage. And that's all you have to do. And just make sure that the corner bets, and we're up 200 now, make sure the corner bets are 1/3 of what you put on the dozen. So here we go. That's a 0. We don't like that, but you can see that dropped us back down for a little bit. We'll go up to 320 and get some wins at the 320 level now. And that's a 16 red. We'll take it. Let's see some more high numbers. We're up 80. Let's rebet and spin. And that's a 12 red. And we lost again. Man, we've had a lot of losses. Let's double to 640 and see if we can get some wins here. It's a lot of losses in close proximity with this many numbers covered, but it happens. We have to be ready for it with our bankroll. And the good thing is we're just at minus 160. It's only going to take a few wins to get us back in profit. And then we don't want to push it. We want to get back to what we were doing base level again. We're at minus 80. Let's get back to even here and get one more and then restart. Okay, that's a win there. Okay, so now we're back to where we started. Let's get one more win and then restart. We don't have to get back in session profit. This will be close enough, and then we'll build it back up again. Okay, now we're back up 80. Let's reset. We don't want to push it anymore. We're going to go back to 160, and again, that's because we're going to get a lot of wins. We do not have to risk it all on right here, but that's a nice win on 35 black, and we're up 100. See how quickly we're building it back up? There's no reason to push it all the way up to session profit. If you feel like you're close enough, go ahead and reset. And that's another win. See, we're already back up 120. And anytime you're up and you're happy with what you've won, cash out. And also check out those new shirts that I have at the roulettemaster.com. On the front of those shirts, it says cash out, and on the back it says on the back, and actually we're at 140 right now. Let's go. Well, we're still at base level. Let's go ahead and spin. On the back it says declare victory. So check those out if you want these shirts, and they're real comfortable too. I just got a bunch of them in the mail, and that's a $20 win. We're up 160, and my son's been wearing them all over the place. So I think they're pretty cool looking. Actually, you can see them too on the new channel that I just started, the Baccarat Master. And let's talk about that for a second. And we're up 180. So a lot of people on the Roulette Master have said they wanted me to try Baccarat strategies, but I didn't want to mix the two. So I started a new channel called the Baccarat Master. So if you like Baccarat, get over there and subscribe to that. So when the new videos come out, that you see them come out. And then send your strategies in. If you play Baccarat, send it to the baccaratmaster@gmail.com. That's the one for this one, or for that one. On this channel, it's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com to send in your strategies. On that one, it's the Baccarat Master, and there's a loss there. The baccaratmaster@gmail.com to send those in. So. On my first Baccarat video, I wore that shirt, the cash out shirt that says declare victory on the back. Like Sonny always says, we lost that one. Let's double to 320. And I think that's a great philosophy. If you're up a good amount, cash out and declare victory over the casino. Do not push it. And there's a nice $40 win there. We're up 100. Let's rebet and spin at 320. So yeah, get on over there. If you can't find the link, go to the Roulette Master community page. There's a link to the Baccarat Master page on there. And we're up 140. Let's rebet and spin. And then if we get one more win here, let's restart. It's going to try to hit the 0 there, but we hit 14 red. We'll take it. Okay, so we're back up to 180. Let's not push it. Let's go back to 160, and I accidentally took too many off there. There we go. We have 20 on each of the corners and then 60 on the 2 dozens. So those of you that asked for the Baccarat Master, there you go. And if you have strategies, send them in to that email. That would be awesome. So let's go ahead now and double after that loss. And see if we can get some more wins here. And that's a 33 black. That's a win. We're up 60. Let's rebet and spin. And you see, we're not getting it all back in one win. That's because you get so many wins with this. You don't need to do that. And that's another win there. We're up 100. We can get another one. Let's go ahead and reset, because eventually you're going to go on a run where you don't lose for a long time. It just takes a while, and you have to be patient. But sometimes it happens right at the beginning. And let's reset now back to 160. Sometimes it happens right at the beginning where you win, say, 10 in a row, and you just cash out with a lot of money. That's because you have so many numbers covered. That's a 2 black. And like I said, and we're up 160, and it's a 160 bet, so that's good. And here we go. That's a 9 red. Let's try to stay out of that first dozen, because that's another loss. So let's double that. And spin. Let's see if we can get some wins at the 320 level. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll for this one, but you can play for way less. Just divide the bankroll by the same number as the starting bet. We're up 40. And let's go ahead and spin right here. And we're at 11 minutes and 15 seconds in. That's a 31 black. And that's a win. We're up 80. Let's rebet and spin again at the 320 level. And that's a 10 black. Let's try to stay out of that first dozen, but we got the win there. We got lucky. We're up 120. Let's try to get one more win before resetting. And there we go. That's a 13 black. Let's reset back to 160. We're up 160 again. But eventually we'll get on a run where we win a bunch in a row with this many numbers covered. And we have 24 numbers covered on the dozens and 8 on the corners. So that's 32 numbers. That's awesome. So we're up 180. Let's see if that starts right now where we get a bunch of wins in a row. That would be awesome. And that's another win. We're up 200, and let's rebet and spin. All right, here we go. That's an 18 red. Okay, we're up 220. Let's rebet and spin again here. That's a 29 black. And that's a win. We're up 240. Let's go ahead and spin. Can't wait to get to the new system of the day coming up here, and looks fantastic. Let's find out if it is. That's another win. We're up 260. And we have about 2 minutes left with this one, and then we'll get to that new system of the day. That's a 36. And again, we like high numbers with Romanovsky. We're up 280. And we've been patient, waiting for a good run, and it's finally happening. And just as I say that, we hit 00. So let's double that to 320, and let's get some wins at the 320 level. And it hits 0 again. You got to be kidding me. So back-to-back zeros on Romanovsky are not the best. So hopefully we don't hit 3 zeros in a row here. We were doing so well. Finally got a win there at 30 red, but we don't recover it all on one spin with Romanovsky. So we're just going to rebet and spin at 640 and see if we can get a few wins. If we get back in good profit, we need to restart, though, before we don't want to lose one at the high bet level. But we do have the bankroll. If we do lose at the higher bet, we do have the bankroll to keep going. We just don't want to. So we want to, and that's an 11 black there. We'll take that win since we want to stay out of that first 12, though. Let's get another win here at 640. And that's a 12 red. We lost again. You got to be kidding me. So now we have 1,400 left in the bankroll. We can double one more time, but that's it. We cannot lose here. Okay, that's a good high number at 34 red. And when the bets get this high, you got to be really careful. You don't want to push it at all. If you get back in profit, it's time to reset. That's a 16 red. Okay. Because you really don't want the bets to have to get this high. You really don't want to. You want to cash out earlier. We play for 15 minutes so that you can see the ups and the downs of every system, like Sonny always does, and that's the smart way to do it. So you don't want to have to keep playing until this happens. And let's see what we get here. That's a 20 black. And I would recommend that if the bets get this high, I don't even think we should go past the 40. I think we should reset right now. Do not push it, because you're going to make that money back quickly, really quickly. So let's go ahead and spin. And actually, we're at the 15-minute mark, so we're not going to end up with a lot of profit on this one. That's an 11 black. We're going to end up with just $60 profit after 15 minutes. But you know what? It wasn't worth it to go one more time at that high bet amount. And usually you don't like the bets to get that high at all. The best thing to do with Romanowski is once you get up a couple $100, cash out and take and declare victory over the casino, like those new shirts on the roulettemaster.com. And that's the way to do it. And hope you enjoyed this one. And now it is time for the new roulette system of the day. I can't wait to share it with you. Let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the 2 of 4 roulette system by William. This is going to be awesome, at least if it's as good as he says it is. Let's go ahead and find out. This is a modification of 9th Street Roulette, and we're not going to be doubling every time that we get a loss with this one like we normally do. And now we're at a $45 total bet, $5 on each of 9 streets, and here we go. That's a 15 black, and that's a win. All right, so we're at $15. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Again, we're not going to double each time we lose like the original 9th Street Roulette. I'll show you what we do once we get losses, and there's our first loss. And if you get a loss, you're not going to double yet. You're just going to repeat the bet. We're going to keep track of these losses, though. That's going to be important. And that's a 6 black. And we just lost again. If you lose 2 out of 4 spins, you're going to double the bet. So now we're going to double the bet to 90 and spin. This is called the 2 of 4 roulette system, and that's a 23 red, and that's a win. And you can see we're at minus 45. We're going to rebet and spin. Okay, that's a 20 black, and we won again. So we're at minus 15, and guess what? We go ahead and reset, even though we're not in profit. And that's why I told you at the beginning of this, he says this is the safest and most effective roulette system he's ever used. We're going to take small losses with this one, and that's going to help us keep our bankroll. So that's a $15 win. Now we're back to where we started. Let's get going again. Here we go. That's a 5 red. Okay, we have 1 loss, so we'll keep track of that. Let's rebet and spin. So getting way more losses than normal. That's okay. That's going to kind of show off how this one is not going to lose its bankroll. There's 2 out of 4, so we're going to double that bet. And spin. So this is about the worst start you could have, but what it's showcasing is that we're not going to risk as much as we normally do. Let's try to get our 2 wins here. We're going to take small losses. And that's a 36 red. Okay, now we have a loss. So we're just going to rebet that and spin. And we have to have 2 of 4 again to double. That's a 26 black. Okay, there's a win. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. That's a 14 red. That's a win, and we're at minus 90. So we're going to try to get 1 more win here, and then we're going to go back to the start. So sometimes you have to get 3, but the good thing with this is, and we're at minus 60 still, and we're going to restart even though we're at minus 60. So the reason why we're not doing well is because we've had way more losses than normal up to this point. Let's go ahead and get some wins now. Okay, that's a win there. We're at minus 45. So, again, probably the worst start you could have, but this is all about protecting your bankroll and not losing it when you keep losing with this many numbers covered. So, we lost again. We're not going to increase the bet. And, man, we'd be in real trouble right now if we were not playing this way. We've had so many losses. And let's get another win here. And spin. And each time that this happens, you are taking more of a loss. And that's another loss. You see we're back at minus 60. Let's get 1 more here, and then we're going to reset. Eventually, you're going to go on a streak of wins with this one. And there's a win there. Let's go back to where we started. We're at minus 45. I'm sorry, we're still at base level. What am I saying? Okay, let's just keep it there and spin. And here we go. Forgot we didn't actually ever have to increase it. That's why it helps protect your bankroll. And that's a win there. We're at minus 30. And again, this is all about protecting your bankroll. And if you get on a really bad streak and you double each time you lose, you're going to have a chance of losing your bankroll. Even though regular 9-street roulette's a great system, this one's going to keep you from having to double so often. And that's a 6 black. And even though we're down right now, and we're not gonna double, we haven't had 2 of 4 losses. So even though we're down right now, eventually we're gonna get up, because as long as you don't lose your bankroll with 9-street roulette, you're eventually gonna get up, because you're eventually gonna go on a long run of wins with that many numbers covered. You have 9 streets with 3 each, and we just lost again. That is 2 of 4. So let's double. And let's spin. Okay, that's a 15 black. Okay, and William says you can go up to 3 wins, but the whole key to this is to not double each time. That's a 24 black. That's a win. Let's go for 1 more. He says you can do up to 3, but the key is not doubling each time, only when you have 2 of 4 losses. And that's a 28 black. Okay, there's 3 wins. We're back to where we started. Now let's start making some money. That was the worst start ever. But the good thing, we had the worst start ever, and we still have our bankroll. So that's good. And that's a 28 black. Okay, now we're up 15. Now let's get this thing going here. That's a 25 red. And I'm telling you, we're due for a streak of wins after all those losses with 27 numbers covered. So let's do it. Let's get after it. That's a 10 black. That should be a win. And we're up 45. The key is you just can't lose your bankroll. Once you lose your bankroll, you're toast. So that's a 4 black there, and that's a loss. So we're not going to increase. We're going to take that loss. And here we go. That's 2, and we lost again. That's 2 of 4. So now we are going to have to double, and we can go up to 3 times before we have to go back to a base level. And that's 1 win. Let's go for number 2 here. And spin. That's a 28 black. Okay, that's a win, and we're up 15 right now. Let's go for our 3rd win. And if you lose this one, we're not going to double right away because we didn't lose 2 of 4. So we're going to stay at 90. And again, that's going to set us back a little bit, but it's going to protect our bankroll. That's what this is all about. And that's a 12 red. Okay, that's a win, but we can get up to 3 wins. So let's try to get 3. If we don't get 3, it'll depend if we've lost 2 of 4 or not. Okay, there's 2 wins. And if we lose this one, I think it will be 2 of 4, but then after that, it'll be out of there. And that is 2 of 4, though, so let's go ahead and double. Okay, we're going to go to 180, but we can get 3 wins here before doing anything. But we'll keep track of whether we lose 2 of 4 as well. So there's a win. There's 1. Here comes number 2. That's a 10 black, and that's a win. Okay, and we're at 15. Here comes our 3rd win. If we don't get it, though, we won't be able to double because it won't be 2 of 4. And that's okay, though. We got the 3rd win. Okay, so we're back up 75. Let's go back to where we started at 45. And this really does seem to... Oh, and I'm sorry, I accidentally left $5 on extra on one of those. That's a 13 black. I hit the wrong button there. Lost his $5 there, but that's okay. Let's see which one that came off of. There we go. And spin. All right, here we go. Back at base level. That's a 14 red. There's our $15 win. We're up 100. And now let's see if we can get some wins in a row. But again, we're not going to double if we lose just once. It tried to hit 0 there, but that's a 9. We'll take the win. And we're up 115. So we like I told you earlier, we got through the hard part, and now we're reaping the benefits. And the whole key is that at the end you win, not at the beginning. And that's what he's all about with this system. So that's a 4 black, and I believe that's a loss. We're not going to double. We have to lose 2 of 4 to double. And here we go. That's a 7 red. Okay, we haven't lost 2 of 4, so we're just going to rebet and spin. And earlier I was about ready to go back down, but I realized we never went back up. And that's because you have to lose 2 of 4. Okay, that's a win. We'll rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 32 red. That should be a win. We'll take it, and we're up 130. So, like I said, I believed in him on this one. I think it's a good way of playing. Obviously, there's going to be times where you're down for a little while. But then if you're patient, you should be able to come back. This is a $2,000 bankroll system for this bet size. However, you can play for a lot less. All you have to do is do a $400 bankroll, and we're up 160 now. Do a $400 bankroll for dollar units, and that for some of you that might work a lot better. Don't play with money that you can't afford to lose, and that's a 31 black. That's a win. We're up 175, and I hope a lot of you guys that like Baccarat send your strategies in there as well. Remember, you send that to thebaccaratmaster@gmail.com if you have systems you want to send in for Baccarat, and then if you have systems you want to send in for Roulette, you send that to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. It's the exact same thing, but with Baccarat, and a lot of you guys send me emails asking me for that, but I didn't want to do it on this channel. So that's why we have the new channel, the Baccarat Master. If you like Baccarat as well, get on over there and subscribe and like and share the videos, and let's build that community as well for people that really like Baccarat. And we're not going to double there because we need to lose 2 of 4. We're 11 minutes in with this one. That's a 20 black. That's another win. We're at 175. And if we lose one here, we'll need to double, but that'll be 2 of 4. But if we get past this, we won't need to. But I think we did lose 2 of 4. We did. So we're going to double now, but that protects our bankroll needing 2 to double. And it's okay to take these setbacks because we just lost again. And guess what? That's 3 out of 4, I think. And we're not going to double. We need 2 of 4 again to double again. That's a 10 black. Okay, so let's get our 3 wins now. There's one of them. Here we go. And that's a 10 black. Okay, that's another win. Okay, let's get our 3rd win here. And then we'll see where we're at. We're 12 minutes in. That's another 10. Huh, that's interesting. 10, 10, 10. We're back up 130. And let's go back to 45. We got our 3 wins. And here we go. And it's okay to take small setbacks. It's no big deal. The key is protecting the bankroll and cashing out with profit on this one. Okay, and we're up 145. Let's rebet and spin. That's an 11 black. Back at base level, and we're up 160. And we have about 2.5 minutes left with this one. And I really like how it protects the bankroll. And for those of you that play 9th Street Roulette regularly, and you get a bunch of zeros in a row or something, and lose your bankroll, I think this is a great avenue to go down. And you saw how bad we started, and now how well we're doing. So I think it's a really good way of protecting your bankroll. And sometimes you'll be down more than you are normally at times, but you might only be down $50 or $60 instead of $2,000. So think about that and give it a try. So that's at 29 black. That's what this channel is all about, is you guys testing these systems as well, letting me know what you think about them as we're searching for the best roulette system possible every day. And that's a loss there, but we're not going to double. So we're going to play it safe and just spin again. And if we lose 2 of 4, we will double. That's a 22 black. Okay, and we're going to try to get 3 wins. There's 1. Let's see if we can get 2. And we did. Let's go for 3. And then if we do lose one of these, we have to find out, did we lose 2 of 4? So here we go. If we get past this one, we'll be good. And that's a 14 red. We got our 3 wins. We're still up 220, and we stay at 45 because we never did increase because we never got the 2 losses out of 4. And that's a 34 red. And that's a loss. We're not going to increase. We're not going to increase. Here we go. If we lose 2 of 4, we will. And that's a win there. All right, here we go. And before, I was even thinking about getting 3 wins in a row at 45, but we're still at base level, so it really doesn't matter at that point. So as long as we don't get 2 of 4, we're going to stay here. And we're up 205 again. We're still at base level, so let's see what we get here. And that's a 23 red, and we just ran out of time. So we made $220 profit with this incredible new roulette system and modification by William. And hope you really like this 2 of 4 roulette system. Let me know in the comments what you think. And please send a system in to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And if you want to send a Baccarat system in, send it to thebaccaratmaster@gmail.com. And that's the new channel for those of you that like Baccarat. And if you like roulette, both, that's awesome. Roulette and Baccarat. I would love to hear from you. It's all about testing new systems in the search for the best roulette system and Baccarat system possible. And it's a lot of fun for me. And I'm looking forward to seeing how many of you actually really want to do the Baccarat and send your strategies in. We'll find out this week. But my main priority is the Roulette Master. So we'll see how it goes, and really appreciate everyone's support. And you guys are fantastic in the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. If you're enjoying the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And also get on over to the Baccarat Master and like, share, and subscribe as well. We'll keep growing that community as well, as long as you guys want to do that. That's the reason I created it. It's because I got so many emails from you guys. And let's just keep it rolling. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.